Hello, everybody. This is Shoeshine Petey. Going to talk today about the problem with greed in churches. Like I call it um, empty your pockets, the charitable stick up. So there's a lot of churches out there, and a lot of I've been to a lot. The pastors want everything out of your pockets, as much anything they can get to enrich themselves at your expense. And they always talk about, oh, the rich young ruler, he's supposed to give all his money to Jesus and follow him. But you know what? That's true, and you should give all your money to Jesus. But these pastors are not Jesus Christ. They are not Jesus. They are representatives of their particular denomination, and I believe in the apostolic denomination is the correct one. I also believe Judaism is important too, but I believe apostolic, the Apostles' Church, is the true church. But I believe that even pastors in that denomination can be greedy at times, and they can want to be self-serving and take for themselves as much as they can. But I'd like to just say, the whole empty your pockets. We're going to give it to charity. Like there's a charity in my town called Serve Moses Lake, so a lot of people give to that. And I'm not sure how much good that really does. I mean, you're just giving homeless people money or toiletries or whatever, but what they really need is a job or a business to provide for themselves. That's why we don't need a minimum wage. That's why we don't need a lot of problems like income taxes and a lot of property taxes. We don't need that either. All we need is a fair tax on consumption. And there's too many taxes. There's too many people trying to get people's money all the time, and it's pretty annoying. So people really need to be saved through Acts 2:38. They need to really question the whole mind control of music that happens to get people to give all their money away, and that they've worked hard for, and that they deserve to use for their enjoyment and benefit. And if they want to give to church, that they can do that. I tithe regularly to church, and I give offerings, but I do not believe that all my money belongs to the church. It's mine to keep, as the Rich Man of Babylon says. And they talk about in that book, the Rich Man of Babylon, how Arcad wouldn't give his son Nomus here an inheritance because he wanted him to make it on his own. He gave him a bag of gold to go out to start a business or investments, and he squandered it. But then he got 3 bags back to Arcad. After the 10 years were up of the time to come back to Arcad's palace and stuff, and talk about his story, going from slavery to wealth, rags to riches, kind of. Well, he was wealthy, and then he went to very poor. He was like a foreman for slaves working on the hanging gardens, and then he got into investments with other people that were working with him, and so he was successful because they sold bronze gates for the king's fortifications, for the city of Nineveh. That's what it was. But so anyways, just get back to my main point, though. I just think that people need to be aware of the rule, the ancient rule, that 10% of all you earn is yours to give away, but also yours to keep. So, and that's the minimum. And so you can keep as much as you want, or you can give away as much as you want. It's all up to you to do with what you want to do with your money. But I do have to say, I'm sick and tired of churches constantly brainwashing people to give all their money away all the time to them, and to make these pastors like Joel Osteen really rich, and all these full-time pastors who don't do anything but pastoring. They don't even have a job or a business. They just preach their, usually it's false Christianity, but they don't have any skills at all or any trade, and they just um, live off charity from other people. And I feel it's kind of parasitic, and I don't think that's the way Jesus Christ would want people to be, because Jesus Christ was a carpenter and he had skills, and he was also a really great preacher because he was actually God. So and if God said, hey, I would like some gold, frankincense, and myrrh, or some silver, or some copper, or some your cars, or your boats, or your houses, you would give it to them. You would sell your land, just like they did. Like, Ananias and Sapphira didn't give Peter and John all their money from their property that they sold. They withheld some of it, and then they lied about it. If they just said, hey, we're going to give you this amount, and this is what we can do, and we're going to keep the rest, they'd be like, okay. But they lied about it. That's why God struck them dead, because they lied about it. But people that are hardworking and smart and have skills, and they can develop skills. They can be trained. They can learn skills, and they can learn entrepreneurialism. They can learn how to invest. They can learn all these things, and it just takes books to read things, and it takes the internet to learn things, like YouTube. I'm teaching you stuff right now that is going to help you with your life. So I just want to reach out to everybody that is. I always felt a little awkward when the pastor said, "Hey, empty your pockets. It's time to give all your money away to me, because I know what's best for it, not you." That's, or the government saying that, and then that's even worse. Like presidential donations for their re-election or whatever, and constantly being harassed for donations through emails. It's just ridiculous how much people are constantly trying to take your money, and you just need to tell them to take a hike. Work, do it on start a business, work for it. I believe in charity. I believe helping people with education and resources is important, but I believe that there's also a line that needs to be drawn between uh, people that are just parasitic and people that actually are helping the world out, helping their church out, and helping their community out, and their family. So um, that's what's important to a lot of people, I believe, and I think that this message will resonate with a lot of people. So you have a great day. God bless you. You have a good day. All right, bye.